Hello, this is Dr. Tracy Reddish, Special Assistant to the Dean for Technology in the Bagwell College of Education. In this particular video, I will show you how to complete Step 2 of creating an electronic portfolio in Digital Measures. Step 2 involves creating a list of links to all of the files that you just uploaded in Step 1. So you can use that list to embed the links into your portfolio narrative. So let's get logged in to Digital Measures with your NetID and password. So I'm going to digitalmeasures.kennesaw.edu and click on Login to Activity Insight. You will enter your NetID and your password, and it will come up to the main menu inside of Digital Measures. Now we want to go generate a report that will contain a list of all of the files that we uploaded in Step 1. Now Digital Measures calls all of those files that we uploaded supplemental evidence. So basically we're generating a report of all of our supplemental evidence. And the reason Digital Measures knows that it's supplemental evidence is because when we uploaded it, we made sure we clicked on that box that said include in our portfolio review. So that's what signals Digital Measures to put it on the supplemental evidence report. Okay, so let's generate that report. You simply go over to the left to Run Reports, and you click on the down arrow and you scroll down and you're looking for the links to the supplemental evidence files. You click on that and you need to select your date range, and I'm going to just select the last couple of years for this particular example. You need to select whatever the date range may be for the particular review that you're going up for. So you might have a third-year review, you may be under promotion and tenure full review, so you would need to select the date range that is appropriate for that. Underneath whom to include, you need to include yourself, your individual. Mine looks a little different because as an administrator, I have lots of individuals for whom I'm responsible. So I have to go in and I have to tell it I want an individual and deselect everyone but myself. So this is an extra step that I have to do that you probably won't have to do. It will probably default to individual for you. And then it will come up into a Word document in a letter size. And up at the top right, there's a Run Report button. So you'll click on Run Report. And it's going to generate a list of links to all of those files that we uploaded yesterday. So here's what it looks like. It's a links to the supplemental evidence. So if you recall, when we were uploading those files, we did a syllabus. So you see the syllabus under teaching. We did a student evaluation one. Underneath intellectual contributions, we did a letter of acceptance for a journal. Underneath department service, we uploaded a list of program coordinator accomplishments. And then underneath college service, we uploaded a thank you letter for chairing a search committee. And if you hover over those links, you will see that it pops up and it tells you where that link is coming from. It's very important that you double check that and make sure it says www.digitalmeasures.com as you hover over those. That tells you those links are coming out of Digital Measures. That's going to be important because that really long link that you see there is the link that you are going to be embedding in your portfolio narrative coming from Digital Measures. Okay, so now what we want to do is open up our portfolio narrative. So let me do that. Okay, and you can just go to your computer and find it. Find wherever it is that you have it. All right, I'm going to traverse around and see if I can find mine. File. Okay, here it is. And now that you get your portfolio narrative open, you can toggle between both of those files. So I have my links to my supplemental evidence files, but I can also go over to my portfolio narrative. Okay, now in this portfolio narrative, I want to create a link right here for my syllabus to iTech 9900. I also want to create a link right here for my student evaluations. Underneath research, I want to create a link to the letter of acceptance for that article. And then underneath service, I want to put in my accomplishments right here for program coordinator. And I also want to put in where I chaired a search committee. And I'll create a link for that. So you can see how we're going to embed those links into our portfolio narrative. Now to do that, you need to go back over to the other opened Word document, and you have your different links. So let's talk about how to do this on a PC first, since I'm working on a PC. Okay, so underneath Schedule Teaching, I'll first want to get the link for the syllabus, and I can see that it's the syllabus because it says syllabus, and I'm going to click inside of that very first link, and I'm going to right click, and when I do, it has a menu that comes up, and I'm going to click on Copy Hyperlink. Alright, so it copies it to the clipboard. Now I'm ready to go over to my narrative. I'm going to highlight where I want to create the link. I'm going to go up to the Insert menu and then click on the hyperlink, and I'm going to paste in the link or the address. Remember the www Digital Measures address? So there it is. I'm going to do a Control, and while I'm holding down Control, I press the letter V one time. Control V. That does a paste on the PC. And then I'll say OK. And you can see that it created a link. And if I hover over it, you'll see that it pops up and tells me it's coming from Digital Measures. Now let me do that again. I'm going to go back over to my supplemental files. This time I'm going to click inside of the Student Evaluations link. Go back up there, hover over it, and right click. Gives me my pop-up menu, and I'm going to click on Copy Hyperlink. Go back over to my portfolio narrative. I'm going to highlight Student Evaluations, go up to the Insert menu, and find Hyperlink. And then I can paste in that address by holding down Control and pressing the letter V and clicking on OK. Now let's go get the article acceptance letter. So I will go back to my supplemental evidence list, and I will click inside of the letter of acceptance. I'll hover over it and right click, my right mouse button, copy the hyperlink, go back over to my portfolio narrative, highlight where I want it, and then I'm going to highlight it and then right click and then click on hyperlink. And then I'll do a Control V and click on OK. So you just noticed I did a little bit different than before, but that's okay. Either method works. Some people like going up through the menus, insert hyperlink. Some people like right-clicking and going to hyperlink. Let's do it a couple more times just to make sure you're getting the hang of it. So we're going to go back to our evidence files. This time we're going to get the Program Coordinator accomplishments. I'm going to make sure my cursor is in there. Hover over it and right-click my mouse and click on Copy the Hyperlink. Go back over to the Portfolio Narrative. Go over to my accomplishments and highlight it. Point inside there. Now I can go up to Insert and then click on Hyperlink, or I can point inside of the highlight with my mouse and right-click and say Hyperlink. Either method works. And then I can press Control and the letter V, and it will paste in the hyperlink. Okay, one last time. Let's return back to our supplemental evidence files. Click inside the link that we want to copy. Right-click and go to Copy Hyperlink. Return to your portfolio narrative. Highlight what you want to become a hyperlink. Right-click while you're pointing inside of the highlight, and then click on Hyperlink, and then paste by holding down Control and pressing the letter V one time, and then say OK. So now we've created several different links to show you how that works. Now, if you happen to be on a Mac, the process is very much the same, and if you have that handout that Megan Burke provided for us, it's on page 1, and it says on a Mac, you will go to your supplemental evidence, okay, and you will highlight the link. Okay, so on a Mac, you highlight that link, and then you copy the link. So you do your copy command, and then you go over to your narrative, and you highlight the link wherever you happen to want it, and go up to the Insert menu, and then click on Hyperlink. And you don't change what's already in the link to, but you can change what's in the display. So For a Mac, that's how you do it as well. So hopefully you understand now how to complete step 2 of creating your portfolio in Digital Measures.